Hey YouTube universe, thank you for stopping by here at Comic Rema. Welcome back new subscribers, and I appreciate you very much. I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate interacting with you. This video would be a thread that Ron Haggerty had started. The title is Gimme 10 bands in movies, but I'm going to change it a little bit to also mix in musicians and movies. So I'm going to try to do 10 records in 10 minutes. So that's a big challenge for me. So let's get started, and hopefully you guys enjoy these records, and I have 10 more, so I'm hoping to do another video pretty soon. So let's jump into the first record. It is Bush, The Sea of Memories. And we're going to be talking about Gavin Rossdale, which is the lead singer and guitarist and songwriter for the band. He was in the band in the movie Constantine that came out in 2005. You guys might remember that from, what was that? A while back, right? So he was in the movie Constantine, great movie. It's so sad to hear about what happened with him and Gwen. So sad news. But this is the first one I wanted to talk about. This is a great album. I've been a Bush fan for a very long time. I was really happy to pick this one up. The next one I'm going to be talking about is Giorgio Moroder. Back in 1984, he wrote, composed a soundtrack for a film called Electric Dreams. It was a little bit influenced by the book that Phillip K. Dick wrote, which was called Do Sheep Dream of Electric Sheep? No, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Sorry. That was the title of the book that Phillip K. Dick wrote. It was a little bit influenced by that. The title of the movie is called Electric Dreams, and it's not the new show that was out about a year ago, which was really great. I highly recommend that show. But the 1984 film, it's a pretty low budget film. Giorgio Moroder composed the music for that. And he also has a cameo at the end of the movie, playing a radio executive producer. It was a pretty cool, interesting movie, you know, your 80s flick. I saw that movie, I believe it was on my honeymoon on the plane ride. It's an interesting movie. It was a nice flick to see. I was really intrigued by the music in that movie. It has a lot of music in it, so I really enjoyed that movie on that aspect. And then yeah, Giorgio Moroder, I've been seeking out his music. Great composer. He's also been, I believe he's, you know, resurfacing from, I'm not sure if it's, you might call it obscurity, but he's been resurfacing a lot ever since he was featured in the new Daft Punk album that came out a few years ago. So yeah, I believe a lot of people are getting back into Moroder's music. This is a pretty interesting record. If you kind of read that, this is the first live to digital album. Interesting find. The next one I have is this one right here. This is an English musician, and you might remember him from writing the theme song to The Never Ending Story. Yeah, so that's him right there. Interesting. This is a track list for his debut album. he was, he's been in a few, I believe, shows and movies. He has played different bands. He's done solo stuff, but he's most remembered for the theme song of The Never Ending Story, which I think Moroder composed, and then he sang the songs. Yeah, this is actually, this album was actually produced by Moroder as well. So there's that connection. That's why I had lined those two up. Random fact though, he was also the inspiration for Arthur Adams to come up with this new character. His name is Longshot on the comic books, and he made his first appearance in joining the X-Men on this issue, which is X-Men Annual number 10. It's a random fact. So he was the inspiration for Longshot. If you can see the hair. Any resemblance? I don't know, let me know in the comments. It's a random fact. The next musician we have is, sorry, scroll down, Janet Jackson. And you might remember her from the film Poetic Justice. And at the end of the film, she has her song again on there. So, Janet, there we go. The next one we have is Old Blue Eye is back. Mr. Frank Sinatra, King of Easy Listening. You might remember him from lots of films he was in. He was in the original Ocean's 11 movie, which came out, I believe, in 1960, and many other films. Frank Sinatra. Alright, the next one we have, sticking with the jazz, we have Louie Armstrong. And you might remember her from Hello, Dolly, and other films. I believe High Society, might have been 1956 that came out. Also with Frank Sinatra, if I remember correctly. So yeah, Louie Armstrong. Next we have Phillip Bailey. And it's the back. Phillip Bailey. And you remember him from doing all kinds of music, gospel, R&B, some jazz, some funk. He was in a movie, Full Metal Jacket. I believe he played a soldier in that movie. Yeah, there you go. He's also been in other films. I can't remember at the top of my head. Phillip Bailey. Here I'm going to make another connection. Phillip Bailey was actually featured on this album, on Andre Crouch's album. He did background vocals on this record. And Andre Crouch, great gospel singer. Love his music. Love Andre Crouch. He was also in a movie, which the name is In the Search for Dr. Seuss. I just found that out. So I'm gonna check out that movie pretty soon. So that was very interesting to see Andre Crouch being in that movie, In the Search for Dr. Seuss. So there we go. Gospel singer in the movies. This is a great album. Do I have any other records? I don't. I'm just here almost at the 10-minute mark. So great job, Mr. Comic Rema. We're almost done with the video, and I wanted to end with this artist because I will be reviewing his new album pretty soon, and also his book. and the artist is Common. And this is a promo single of the song. And you might remember Common from various films, but the most recent really good film that I've seen him in is he was playing a villain in John Wick Chapter 2. I'm just remembering the scene. I believe they were in a subway, in a bus, can't remember, a train, which was pretty sick. So this is a great artist. Been listening to Common for so many years now, and he just put out a new album called Let Love, which hopefully I'll be reviewing soon. He's a great musician. I was really blown away by the album that he released before this one, which was Black America Again. You know, maybe I might do a little grading all his albums type of video. But anywho, I wanted to finish this video by a quote from his book, Let Love Have the Last Word. Common. I want to end with two quotes actually. One quote is, so he starts every chapter with a quote from a different author, and on this particular chapter he quotes the poet from the prophet Gibran, and he says, all work is empty save when there is love, and when you work with love you bind yourself to yourself and to one another and to God. So that quote kind of stuck out to me. When your work is empty save when there is love. So if you do your work with love, there's something grand and bigger than just the work that you're doing, that it becomes an extension of love to you, to others, and then connecting yourself to God. Because if you're doing work with love, you're just glorifying the God, the maker of the universe. I mean, who doesn't want peace in the world and love, right? Who wants war and destruction and death? I can think of that, a response to that, but I don't want to use it or speak it into life by using my words. So I want to live that quote. And another quote from Common, where he says, you live your life the best way you can, but the important thing is to live and do it with love. So I want to leave you with that. To live your life, but do it with love. And as I always end my videos, be in peace with yourself, be in peace with others. God bless you, and I will see you on the next one. Firmes y adelante.